Good evening from the cool climes of Portland into the fall. So, last week we got together and we talked a little bit about the usefulness and, quite honestly, the power of self compassion and helping us to be more resilient and to navigate more skillfully through our lives and really genuinely to try to decrease the suffering um, throughout our lives as circumstances arise for us by just being in a place of kindness to ourselves and not adding fuel to the fire. Fuel to the fire, get it? Okay, sorry. So, tonight, same sort of an idea. I wanted to talk about the power of acceptance. So, let's get clear. Acceptance is not the same as just not caring. It's really a matter of determining for yourself that you don't want to add to the suffering. So, what you're really thinking about then is trying to move through the circumstances more skillfully and really going to a place of action and acceptance of what is rather than going into a place of it's not fair or creating a story around what it should be. So instead, be in a place of what is real and what is true, and then having the wisdom to move through. So the idea, acceptance, is not ignoring. You're not wanting to add to resistance. Yeah? Think of it this way: pain with resistance increases your suffering. So, let's think about a couple of things with acceptance. It doesn't mean that you like or that you approve of something. So that's different. Okay? So saying that you accept something is basically getting to a place of it's not that I like it, but I recognize that it is what it is, and I need to figure out what I need to do to skillfully be in that place and find a resolution or solution to whatever that may be. So it's not the same as saying that I like it or approve. The other is also that it is not the same as agreeing with something. It's really important that I think that we be prepared to accept different perspectives and then really calmly, compassionately, and kindly, but firmly, you can disagree. So it's basically getting into a space where you accept circumstances and you try to calmly come from a space of finding where you can common ground with whatever it may be. Maybe it's somebody who holds completely different political views than you do. That would be a good tool to have in our toolbox, right? To try to calmly and kindly come to a space of being able to talk about difficult things. So it's also not the same as passive resignation. So you're not saying I don't care. You're choosing to act again with awareness and compassion of the moment. You're seeing what is real, and that increased clarity then allows you to develop more effective solutions, if that makes sense. It gives you perspective. And it really is, it's not that it's a decision, to make, I'm going to accept. It's an action where you choose to pull your attention to this moment. And one of the ways that we can do this, a great example, is just even practicing our meditation. When you do this, you are practicing acceptance again and again when your mind goes off in different directions and you take a deep breath, you recognize that your brain's going off in different directions, you're creating story, you're getting wrapped up in a particular emotion, and instead you take a deep breath, you bring yourself back to what is present in this moment, your breath, calm, self-compassion, and you choose to stay with what is now. So you accept that your mind is going to do that, and you choose to bring it back to the task at hand. So let's think about then, accept what is real, decrease your suffering, and navigate circumstances, conversations, issues that arise for yourself more skillfully and with wisdom and kindness. We live again in a time where there is a lot of tumult. Yeah, and there's a lot of things that go on that require us to be very present and hold true to our integrity. Do so. let's practice this week, okay? Try a little bit of it in your meditation. Try bringing it into your world. What is. And who are you? And how do you want to show up in those circumstances? With that, I wish you a fantastic week. Be warm wherever you are, on the inside and out. And I wish you peace. Namaste.